Enshrouded had an incredible launch year, releasing the game with 2 large, exciting updates. Today, I'd like to talk about 10 things I'd like to see added into Enshrouded in 2025. Hello everybody, my name is Kiahonfire, and if you like the video today, smash that thumbs up and subscribe for more Enshrouded content. But without further ado, let's get into it. First thing I'd like to see get updated is the quest system, more specifically the area you go to view what quests you have currently and what ones you've completed previously. Currently, the way to distinguish who gave you what quest is by the symbol next to it. If it came from a crafter, you will see a blacksmith, carpenter, or perhaps a bard symbol next to it. I'd like a way to organize this more, perhaps by pressing a button to sort all types of blacksmith quests onto the screen, so you could check which ones you have completed for him or which ones you need to complete for him. This is a big one for me with already completed quests as well. You get a huge list of grayed out completed quests, and it makes it difficult to search through them to check back on what you have or haven't done, which I found myself doing when I came back to the game for the Albon Eve update. Next thing I'd like to see is the new hollowed halls for the Albon Eve Summits area. I imagine this will be in the next big update that they do, as they already have the front entrance and first room for it established in the mountains. The hollowed halls makes for a great challenge, and I really enjoyed all the previous halls solo and with friends. It makes for an interesting way to get some loot and decoration items, but it's not required that you have to do them, which I think is nice as it caters to different people's playstyles. I can't wait to see a higher tier dungeon either way. I really like the snake spine one myself and would love a higher version of it in a bigger tier. I have no idea how they'll top the Kindle Waste dungeon, but knowing the devs, they got this. At number 3 on the list of things I'd like to see is a creative mode. Enshrouded have a really complex building system. It is extremely detailed and there is a lot you can create with the voxel system. However, I do know of quite a few people who mainly just enjoy building when it comes to Enshrouded. It would be nice to create amazing builds without having to worry about spending hours farming materials, especially if the blocks are expensive costing building blocks. I think their main deterrent on such a mode is people could spawn stuff and enter others' games, but if they could figure out a way to isolate it, I think it would work. So maybe you could have a creative only character and only those can enter creative worlds, and they can't enter survival mode worlds. Perhaps that could work. It would be nice to see either way, so hopefully in the future they can figure out what the right balance would be for a mode like that if they were to add one. Next thing I'd like to see in Enshrouded is a photo mode. I love a good photo mode in a game, and currently we can at least turn off the HUD for some awesome screenshots. But it would be so nice to have a photo mode to be able to free cam and use that to take epic pictures of your base, or maybe even a cool new outfit, as you'd either need a mannequin or another player currently if you want any awesome action shots without it being on a tilt. The game is so scenic and I really enjoy taking cool screenshots in general, so I'd absolutely love a proper photo mode in Enshrouded. My next point may be small, but it's a big deal for some, and that is being able to name your farm animals. In this current version of the game, you can't actually name any of your pets or farm animals. No renaming the dogs and cats, and all your goats are just named Goat. It's a crime, I tell you. Honestly though, it's not a huge one, but it would be nice to name our own creatures, so we know who's who, and it's always some good fun naming stuff after your friends. At number 6, we have more options for farm animals. So, I have a slight problem at the barn here. As you can see, my barn is overflowing with goats. It's certainly a problem. It would be nice to have some ways to neuter or spay the animals That way, if you want to breed certain types of animals, you can, or stop certain animals overbreeding. Currently, the only way to do this is just having limited beds for your farm animals. However, that's not always practical depending on your base designs. It would be cool to have some way to control the populations in a more in-depth way. Another thing to add on to this is breeding different colors and patterns. It would be neat if you bred chickens, for example, to have a small chance in that chicken coming out in a different color or pattern. People love collecting stuff. I think it would be exciting and fun to have a small chance in popping out some rare colors with the animals. It would certainly get me into the system more, and I'd definitely be more dedicated to trying to get like a special blue chicken, or maybe you could get like a black spotty goat or something. That would be amazing. That would be so adorable. I would love it in this game. The Mountains update was incredible. I thoroughly enjoyed it and would love to see another biome expansion in 2025. There is still a chunk of the map to be filled, and it makes you wonder what they may fill it with. Perhaps a redwood forest with really tall trees and tree houses. I mean, we've seen that already in the kind of tree swampy biome they have. Or we could see an ocean biome or swamp. Let me know in the comments down below what biome you'd like to see next in Enshrouded. I am really looking forward to the next one they do. Albeneath was great as it added a big new area to explore, new armor, weapons, and the entire weather system. There was a lot to the update, so it makes me incredibly excited to see what's coming up next. The last thing I'd like to see them add, and this is a big one requested by the community, is water. Enshrouded doesn't currently have any water physics, and I have always wondered why they have not implemented water. It would look stunning with some rivers and lakes. Perhaps they are saving it for something huge. Or it's a difficult and tricky thing to optimize and add into the game. But I think it would look really neat being added into the game regardless. It has been fun seeing how people represent water in their builds currently. I've seen people using glowing blocks and flax flowers, which looks really pretty. But now we got rain in the game, let's get that water coming in hot. That's been 8 things I'd like to see in Enshrouded in 2025. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you'd like to see in the game next. I'd love to hear it. And let's hope for another amazing year of survival in the shroud-covered lands. But either way, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!